Howdy guys, I am back in the Banner Saga. Last time we ended up in this little village here that's supposed to be just covered in dredge, and we found one guy in the market. So I went ahead and did some resting to get my morale up to good. I think I rested 3 or 4 days, so I've only got 10 days worth of supplies, so hopefully that's enough to take us to the next town or our destination or something, because we've got a lot of clansmen and very few supplies. A scout returns with a nearly frozen child. I almost stepped on her in the snow. Looks like she must have been running from something, he says. Patches of blue model her pale skin, but her chest rises and falls ever so slightly. Even just carrying her along could kill her in a state like this, says a woman. We could be in danger here, points out another. Keep moving, but let the healers tend to her. Stop the caravan for a rest and tend to the girl. Stop and look for other survivors. My supply situation is really bad. I spent a lot of time backtracking to this city and resting. I can't stay here. We've got to keep moving. We'll let the healers tend to her. Fighters stay alert for any threat while the caravan moves on. The healers rub the girl's arms and legs under blankets to no avail. An hour later, one healer approaches you with tears in her eyes. She says nothing, only shakes her head. Well, I tried. I didn't know what else to do. We couldn't stop. I would have liked to have saved the kid, but we're in a bad spot. Oh geez, what's this? Another Godstone? This one looks feminine. Definitely looks feminine, I guess. Oh man, I like the music here. Maybe some kind of huntress or something. I'm not sure. She's holding a scroll. She has a spear. Oh man. The Godstone of Ingrid, goddess of knowledge, knowledge, looks on as the caravan takes a much needed rest. Ivor shoos some children away from a solitary dredge slinger lying dead beneath the stone. Should we be worried about that, you ask Ivor, pointing to the dredge body. I don't think so, he replies. Still, couldn't hurt to have a few guards look around. Hours pass without warning. Alright, let's inspect the Godstone. Ingrid's Godstone is carved with ancient runes which don't make much sense to you, though Ivan tells you some of the Menders have deciphered them. It's how the Menders learned the language of the gods. Past the largest stone, a long series of slabs contain more writing all the way down the hill. The odd thing, he tells you, is that the writing occasionally changes depending on who is reading it. Usually it describes the history of the gods, but it can be about nearly any topic. Sadly, Ivan doesn't know how to read it himself. Juno could, he says. Well, let's pack up and move on. As you're readying to depart, you hear screams from... Oh, great. You hear screams from near the main Godstone. The same boys, so curious about the dead dredge before, are shrieking and pointing. For a moment, you think it must not have been dead, but then you see what they have opened. A wrapping that was in the dredge's hands. Wait, says Ivor, his arms across your chest. This shouldn't be seen. Get everyone away. A chill sweeps over you. Alette pushes past and gasps. Stop, shouts Ivor, but the curious onlookers have already seen it. Seen what? Seen what? Leave it. On the ground before the dead slinger is a small, stony figure, its hands searching for something it can't find. That's a baby. What? That dredge is a woman? We've been killing women. We've been slaughtering women and children this whole time? What? Leaving them to die? In a war, it's only the males who fight. What? We've been fighting these dredge the whole way. Why are women with children on their backs attacking us? They're not invading. They're running. What? Everyone stops dead in their tracks. The entire caravan is gathered around, aghast. Oh my gosh, the Dredge aren't attacking us, they're running away, but they're attacking everything along the way. Like, I mean, I'd be willing to... What are they running from, then? If the Dredge are running from something, we really need to be running from something. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this game... I'm losing my mind over here. I'm, like, pulling on my hair. I'm losing my mind. Okay, sorry. When I spoke to Juno, she told me something was coming. She didn't know what. A darkness. Something black is covering the world, and the Dredge are running from it just as we're running from them. The serpent, the quake, it's all the beginning of the end. Ivor, you knew! Why? Why didn't you say something? Ivor, say something. Ivor, this isn't the time yet. Ivor, yeah, really, yeah, like Ivor, dude. When I was young, I killed one of the Sunder during the Second Great War. Oh my gosh, look at poor Ivor with no arm. We called it raise. Every time we would build our defenses, it would flatten them and push us back again. I became separated from the rest of the Varl and stumbled upon Raise deep in a snowstorm, alone. She was nursing. I threw my axe. It twisted in the wind. Her son died in her arms. She was so pathetic, kneeling in the snow. Oh my God, this game! She didn't even try to stop me when I took her head. That's how I killed a Sunder. When I found my way to Grofheim, the Varl wanted to make me Kinder, next to be king. I left, walked until I ended up in Skoger, where no one knew what I had done. The only sound is the wind blowing through the trees. Man, that's how I feel. I think I need to just... I just want to stop for a second because my mind has been thoroughly blown, guys. We haven't even been fighting the real Dredge. We've been beating up on women and children. Oh my goodness gracious. This game. For a long time, nobody says a thing until a child breaks the silence. What do we do with the baby? She asks. A lump forms in your throat, looking at the small obsidian creature squirming before you. Put it to vote. Insist on taking it with the caravan. Insist on leaving it behind. Stay out of this one. Oh, man, you know, grabbing the baby will give us a chance to, you know, see it and understand it, but it might also attract the Dredge to us, and it might also just flip out and kill us, but it could also be the thing that links Dredge and person, man, human, Varl. I don't know what to do. I really don't. I kind of want to stay out of this one. Let's put it to a vote. Let's do this like a democracy. While some grumble about leaving it alone, the caravan votes pretty clearly in favor of leaving the infant behind. It remains beneath the Godstone as the caravan departs. You try to put the whole episode from your mind and focus now on reaching Sigurholm. That actually kind of sucks. I was kind of hoping I would get to have the final say. I kind of think I should have brought it with me. I think I should have brought the baby with me. I really do. I don't like that choice. I don't think I made the good choice there. I can't even justify it. I'm really not happy with that. I was hoping I could maybe get the final say. Maybe I'd get to hear what everyone else thought. I don't really know. I really don't. I think, you know, it might be for the best. It's probably for the best. You're making the usual rounds when you hear a rather loud debate coming from the area the Varl have gathered. Ivor joins you as you approach. Okay, what now? Ubben, you'd rather be known for falling asleep and dying in the corner of a meat house than battling asunder? No, I'd rather be known for not dying. You don't even know what you're worried about. I did this 100 times in the Great Wars. Take some warriors, plow head first into the Dredge. They follow you into the hills, get lost, now they're not following you. When when you did this 100 times, did they have Bellower leading them? Have you never heard about the time I hit Bellower in the head with a throwing axe? Both Varl halt their debate when they suddenly notice you watching. What's this about? Don't stop on my account. You're planning to confront the Dredge. Don't stop on my account. I'm not gonna get in the middle of the Varl here. They've got their own issues. Don't stop on my account. Careful, my friend. A lot of old history getting thrown around here. The warriors were just noting that there's a damn good number of Dredge on our asses. Bellower pulling up the rear. This one thinks he can just wander up there and throw them off our tracks. How about some gratitude? Thought you'd be happy to finally be the oldest Varl in the land, Ubben. Oh, whoops, used the wrong voice there, sorry. I'm never happy to lose more Varl, Krumr. Besides, I'm not convinced you're really older than me. I'll leave you to it, old rivalry you've got there. Nobody's going anywhere. I'll do number 2, old rivalry you've got there. Comments like that remind me I've already wasted too much time doing nothing. In the old days, I'd already be halfway to the battlefield by now. Speaking of which, you coming, Yngvar? You could ask Bellower for your arm back. Don't think so. Not exactly in the mood right now. Alright then, I'll tell Hatterborg you said hello. Krumr and a good many Varl warriors head toward the growing army of Dredge. Is he going to come back? He always has before. But this time feels different, I fear. So Krumr's dead. I just killed Krumr with that. Cool. Gosh, I didn't realize that he was actually going to take off. Well, I guess it wouldn't have mattered. He would have probably ended up leaving no matter what I did. I'm so frustrated and I'm so blown away at the same time by this damn game. It's like I already want to play through it again and, you know, manage my renown better as far as not dumping it in people that just break my heart. As you're nodding off to sleep, shouts of fire pull you back to attention. Flames quickly consume a supply wagon and a few tents. A woman cries out, "My boy!" and points to a burning tent closest to outlying Varl. 2 of the giants are motionless, staring at the spreading fire with terror in their eyes. Oh yeah, Varl can't handle fire. Alright, command the Varl to help. Organize the peasants to put out the fires. Go in after the boy yourself. Make an effort to save the rest of the supplies. Alright, honestly the supplies are the most important thing. The Varl aren't going to help, they're too terrified of fire. Organize the peasants. I can probably get the peasants to do it. I feel like I should go in after the boy by myself though, because I feel like Rook is immune to dying. But I can make an effort to save the rest of the supplies. We need this... I don't know what to do. I really don't. Let's make an effort to save the rest of the supplies. You and another man douse the wagon with a water barrel, squelching the flames and saving most of the food. After the fires die out, you find a woman sobbing at the side of her dead son. You glance toward the ashamed Varl before saying, "Without these supplies, many more would have died." "What in the depths was that about?" you mutter to yourself. "Something about the fire," Oddleaf tells you. "I've heard of this before. They don't like it. Doesn't change what happened," you think to yourself. Why was there a fire? So someone was monkeying around with a flame when they didn't need to be, so... "Gather around, doubters!" echoes a shout in the distance as Krumr and his band of warriors break through nearby foliage, and behind the invincible Varl, and behold, the invincible Varl. The caravan is thrilled to see Krumr return safely. Seriously, for once, something worked out for me? Hold on, guys, I gotta stop the episode and go buy a bottle of champagne to crack open, because heaven forbid, for once I made a choice that didn't end in someone's death. I am going to drink tonight. I am going to celebrate. I'm not joking. Morale improved. We're down 40 Varl left and 36 came back, so we still lost a few people. Did the plan work? Asks Ubben. Work, responds Krumr. Of course it worked. Same old Dredge. Should be another day or two at least before they even find their own asses. Nice. And if you apologize, I'll tell how I found these. Krumr says, tossing you a pair of leather gloves that look big enough for a Varl. He leans in close, whispering so Ubben can't hear. Had something to do with a raven's nest and a hair tie. What? Alright, well, I'm not gonna complain. Krumr, my man, you got me the hookup on some renown, on...
As Sigurholm approaches, we fear the worst. The once calm lake surrounding it now looks like a bowl that has been flipped. Proud homes sinking into muddy water. A side effect of the quake.
Oh.
What has the rest of the world become on the other side of those mountains?
Oh, jeez. It is bad here. It's really bad here. Wow. This game is so great. Like, I think the artwork has got to be one of my favorite things about this. Like, honestly, like, it's so artistic and beautiful. I love it. Alright, let's try this again. One catastrophe to another, says Oddleaf as you pull into Sigurholm. The town appears to be sinking into the lake. Townspeople peek from dark windows and makeshift hovels further up the hill. No, says Ivan, looking frantic. Where is she? He runs to the front of the caravan, looking out over the water. Juno isn't here. And you get the creeping feeling you're not welcome either. Going upriver looks out of the question. The beach is bare, aside from the occasional skeleton of a ruined fishing boat. You reluctantly set up camp in the sinking town. What have we gotten ourselves into, guys? Well, I'm going to go ahead and stop the episode here, and we'll see what Oddleaf has to say next time. Thank you guys so much for watching me play this really mind-blowing episode of Banner Saga, and I hope I see you soon. Thanks again, and bye for now.